King's Dominion, located in Doswell, Virginia, acquired by Cedar Fair in 2006, and it is almost one of the top parks in the Cedar Fair chain. Hey guys, Pennsylvania Coaster Riders here, also known as PCR, and I will be predicting on what King's Dominion could possibly get in the next couple years. If you did not see my last couple videos, pause this video and go watch them. The links will be in the description below. This park has a ton of good rides that they've added, like Intimidator 305, a failed Intamin Giga Coaster that caused Cedar Fair and Intamin to not work together again. It has grown so much with adding new attractions, it is constantly expanding. For example, one of the original RMCs in the Cedar Fair chain, Twisted Timbers, and the new and unopened Coconut Shores in the water park. I will be predicting on what the next 5 years will look like at King's Dominion. From years 2022 to 2026 is what I'm predicting. All what I say is my own opinion. Now, let's get into what I think I can see coming to King's Dominion. In 2022, I think what King's Dominion will be getting for the 2022 season is their next roller coaster. It would have been 4 years since Twisted Timbers in 2018, and some of you may have an idea on what type of coaster it is going to be. They will be adding an SNS 40 free spin. This has been rumored for a year already, and there are already supports on site at King's Dominion. And that will be going into the land of the crypt that the park removed after the 2019 season. And this will be the first time that Cedar Fair is working with SNS to build a coaster in this park. So King's Dominion will be the first park getting an SNS 40 free spin in the Cedar Fair chain. After the 2022 season, Anaconda will be getting removed because it would have reached the end of its service life and the park may want to do some more expansions with that plot of land. So make sure you get your final rides on Anaconda before it gets burnt to the ground. In 2023, I do not see the park doing anything major that year because they have pushed their 2020 attraction to 2021 and they would have just gotten a brand new roller coaster last year with the 40 free spin. So I can see the year 2023 to be a year to catch up on for the future years to come. Take a year off to make the park better, park improvements. In 2024, I can see King's Dominion doing a water park expansion that year. I can see King's Dominion rename their water park to something else instead of Soak City because Soak City is used a lot in the other Cedar Fair park water parks. They will be using the land of the Anaconda roller coaster that housed because it got removed a couple years ago. I can see King's Dominion adding a water coaster into the water park. Cedar Fair can possibly start adding water coasters in their other Cedar Fair water parks. This will attract people to come to this water park for years to come. In 2025, it will be a big year for the park because it will be King's Dominion's 50th anniversary that year. I can see them doing some big investments with a nice parade, shows, and other things like what Cedar Point did for their 150th anniversary. 2025 will be the year that the park gets their next roller coaster. And what do I think it'll be? I think it'll be a B&M wing coaster. Not that type of wing coaster. That's better. I can see them getting a launch wing coaster as their next coaster after the 40 free spin. This will be the replacement for the volcano coaster that was removed after the 2018 season. This will be the second launch wing coaster in the world with Holiday World. This will attract guests from all over the world to come ride this. It could maybe become one of the top coasters in the park with Intimidator 305 and Twisted Timbers. In 2026, the final year, it would have been a year since they got a roller coaster and had a huge celebration. And I think what they will be getting that year will be their next thrill ride. The next thing after a roller coaster. The type of thrill ride I can see coming to King's Dominion is either a Top Scan or Zamperla and Ever. This will help boost attendance for future years to come after their next roller coaster they got in 2025 and their big celebration. Now let's do a recap on the last 5 years of additions that King's Dominion has added. In 2022, the park gets their next roller coaster, a 40 free spin. Also, Anaconda closes at the end of the 2022 season. In 2023, they'll be getting nothing major. They'll do park improvements that year. In 2024, they'll do a water park expansion. They'll add a new name and they'll get a new water coaster. In 2025, King's Dominion's going to celebrate their 50th anniversary. They will have a new themed area in the Volcanoes land with a launched B&M wing coaster in that area. And then 2026, the final year, they'll get new thrill rides in that new area, a Zamperla and Ever or a Top Scan. That is what my predictions are for King's Dominion in the next 5 years. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think will be coming to King's Dominion in the next couple years? Throw that in the comments down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit that like button. And also follow on my social media. See you guys in the next video.